Well, hello, my beautiful Pisces. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career reading for mid-July right through to mid-August 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Pisces, this is your career reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But just to make you aware, you're currently being influenced by your 11th house. And that's all about what you're wishing for and all that you are working hard towards. Now, it's really important to realize that this is a very high potential for manifestation month. So anything that you really want to accomplish, write it down, perhaps a list, or really focus on it, visualize it like you have it in the now, because the 11th house really connects to that level of the law of attraction. It's also a great time for networking or really increasing your business associates or finding a way to, strike up that conversation with your boss or even become your own boss. This is a perfect time to be an entrepreneur as well. Now, also, I feel you will notice that you have friends in high places this month as opportunities come in left, right, and center, or you find a really important piece of information that helps you with your career in some way so that you manage to get a breakthrough. Now, your 5th house takes over from that, and that really is all about the pursuit of pleasure, and not just on a personal level. It's really about checking in on whether you are enjoying what you do, and if you're not, finding either a fresh new approach or injecting a little bit more spontaneity into your working practices and your schedules. And if not, then it's about taking yourself elsewhere to find a position that you really feel you can thrive in and establish your talents. Now, also, this is a time for your hard work paying off. And if you found that you are working really hard, but you have no time for your private life, or you've had no time for finding love, if you're seeking love, or even if you've had no time trying to balance work as well as your family life, this is a period where you can restructure your schedule just to tweak it to make sure that you have a little bit more time for you and move forward with that level of balance that creates harmony and stability in your life. Now, I'm seeing here that there may be something you're contemplating, a risk. It may be like a bold move in your career. It's going to pay off, whatever it is, but it is a calculated risk. I see you weighing up an option, having to make a decision on something, but I definitely see that something perhaps you haven't done before, it's going to be very, very successful for you, okay? But let's get all of your cards. First, I can see with the 10 of Wands that you're really busy and that things have been a bit of a struggle. And some of you may have been yearning for a new start or even a new project or something new to really inspire you or really, take things to the next level in your career. And I definitely see some sort of breakthrough moment that will help you get to where you want to go. Now, also, just to let you know that as you move into August, because this reading is right up until mid-August, your 12th house takes over, and your 12th house is the most sensitive part of your chart. It's really where you work really hard off-grid, so some of you may feel like withdrawing in order to focus on something that's really important or something that perhaps you've been manifesting for quite some time. I definitely see, like right now in the water, they're showing me like a pot, as if someone is making a stew, where there's lots of ingredients going into it and things are starting to bubble up. So I feel like you've got plans cooking right now, and I feel whatever those plans are, I feel it's going to work out in your favor and be very, very lucrative for you long term. Now, also your 12th house, if you've been very, very busy, you may feel like taking a bit of a break. a vacation even. So you may have something planned, or you may plan a quick trip in some way. It's really important to realize that during a vacation or a trip away, it's a prime time for you to get a bird's eye view of your career, to really, focus on certain areas where you feel you're not happy, or where you need to change certain aspects of your career. And it's more than just a break. It gives you that sense of like a breath of fresh air, so that you can really check in with yourself and map your progress. And I see that's what you're doing here in the next couple of weeks. Now, your first card there is the dice. Okay, so that's a level of risk, and something, maybe a gamble here, or you're making some sort of bold move. It says here, boldness, playing with fate, blind faith, having faith in yourself, of course, is important. Game playing, and, a gamble or risks. Now, because we do have the Ten of Wands here and the Magician in the reverse position, it does tend to tell me that there is someone who perhaps has the capability to have power in your career. You may feel that you are not beholden to somebody else, but to a system perhaps, or to some, it's almost like you've got the talent, you've got the drive, you've got the smarts, but in some way you have to wait your turn. Okay, so it could be that, for example, you need a lucky break, or you're waiting for some level of position to become available before you can step up. You may even be putting your resume out there and be waiting for some sort of interview. And I actually see someone perfecting their interview technique as well. And that's really going to hold you in good stead. But I'm also picking up on an energy of someone who is very controlling. Okay, coming in here, this energy. It could be someone who's a boss, or someone you work with. Could even be someone in the industry that you work in, and you feel that they're trying to control the strings of your career in some way, or they're abusing their power in some way. And I feel you are rebelling against that energy, okay? I feel it's like this person is a hard taskmaster. It just seems to be constant. Okay, either someone is constantly giving you loads of projects, which is important and keeps you challenged and stretched in the right way. At the same time, you may feel that they're doing too much, they're giving too much, and it's overloading you. Or you may feel that there are some changes going on in your career that just feel overwhelming right now, and you're trying to streamline your energy and your focus so that you have, I feel like you're trying to be really clever with your time, because this person's, or this situation, it keeps, just the work keeps coming. That's what I'm feeling here. And I feel there's an element of you desiring to have a little bit more fun or spontaneity in your career, and you're looking at restructuring in some way, is what I see. But there's a bold move that you're contemplating right now, and I feel like you're in a really good position to make that move. It could be that you're looking for a promotion, because this is your protagonist energy. The King of Pentacles tells me that you may have hit either a glass ceiling or some level in your career right now where you want to take it to the next level, but you feel that you've gone as far as you can with where you're at right now. So you're looking elsewhere, especially with the Seven of Wands there. It could be that you're thinking about putting your resume out there, and that there's a lot of competition, or you're putting yourself in some sort of arena where there is competition, but you will be successful. Your last card is the Six of Wands, which means reward, triumph, and accomplishment. You are someone who is appreciated for your skills. You are a super hard worker. We have the King of Pentacles here, and what I'm seeing here is that I feel like to some degree you like to be busy, otherwise you'll find yourself procrastinating and getting bored and frustrated. And I feel, it's important to keep your mind active, but at the same time there is a little bit of a, warning here about doing too much, because you're burning yourself out, and you may feel that you're on the brink of either breaking, okay, is what I'm picking up here. With the King of Pentacles, I do feel that you are attracting a higher position with more status into your life right now, or you're working really hard towards it. I mean, I just feel in your reading, you're skipping some steps. Okay, because you're so talented and gifted. So if the usual run of your career, because, I'm reading for a lot of people, so there's a lot of energy coming through. So if there's a usual process or step to your career, so say, for example, you start at this level, and the next level up is there, and then there, you staircase. I really feel like you're starting here, but you're going here, straight in. I feel you're so naturally talented at what you do, I feel like you're skipping some steps because you have the knowledge and the know-how to go higher and, you know, be a boss, a natural born leader. With the King of Pentacles, I definitely see that promotion or raise on the horizon for you because you put a lot of effort in and you will get a lot of financial reward out. But the King of Pentacles also tells me that it has been slow going. Okay, this month for you, I do see there's going to be a lot of paperwork, a lot of administrative tasks or obligations that you have, responsibilities, but you're very intelligent. And I feel like you're being really practical and hitting all the marks, all the targets, and all the deadlines that come your way. The King of Pentacles also indicates that you are manifesting, okay, especially since your 11th house is influencing you and you're committed to your goals and dreams, and they will bring abundance for you long term, okay? I definitely see now is the time to capitalize on whatever it is you're doing because I feel your hard work and your effort is going to bring in that level of prosperity. I would also say, and it's very important to say here, that if you're taking any financial risk with regards to your acquisitions or your investments, I mean, I'm not, you know, I don't know anything about finances and things like that, so get the advice of someone who knows what they're doing. But I feel if anything is risky, I mean, there is a Seven of Wands there, which is like protect yourself against risk financially, is what I'm picking up on here. I wouldn't do anything that seems like a little bit like dodgy, right? But I'm not here to influence you or guide you in any way. I'm here to give you the energy that's coming up, so you will make your own choice, because the Justice card really is about making your own decision and doing what is right for you. Now, for some of you, I'm picking up a huge energy of new contracts in the next 6 weeks, okay? So this could be a contract either stepping into a new role or a promotion or some sort of raise or new income is coming your way. Some of you may even set up your own stream of income or become an entrepreneur with the ideas that you've got. And I feel it's really important with the Justice card that you follow the right legal routes, like setting up documents, or if you need to, as an entrepreneur, set up certain legal documents or put things in place legally as you set up your company. It's important to, you know, follow the right lines of inquiry, shall we say. And if you are a little bit uncertain, then it's important to get some advice, or even like you'll find YouTube videos online of how to do something as well. So I definitely see that you are building on your knowledge this month as well. Now, with the Justice card, it does mean finding balance, you know, work and play. It's important to have that level of harmony in your life. And I do feel like you're making some adjustments in your career this month. And in the next 6 weeks, actually, I feel like you're making some, it feels like you're shuffling things around to make things work. With the Justice card, it does mean, again, that there is a lot of like paperwork to be done, things to sign, and you're going to be focusing on your finances, making sure that the effort you put in, you're financially being rewarded for it. For some of you, you may even go up against some competition. So if there is a new role available, there may be a lot of people who are up for the same role. Don't let this put you off, because you're the one who's talented enough to get the job. With the Seven of Wands, it does mean competition, but you're capable of being at your personal best in an interview, and with sustained effort, you're going to be successful. The Six of Wands tells me that you will triumph over others, and you're the one who will get the job, the goal, the dream opportunity, okay? Also, I'm getting a sense here of some of you really checking in with your head and your heart this month and really wondering, are you on the right track, connected to your true life's purpose? And I feel like you're trying to have a healthy dose of logic to take you to where you want to go, but also you need to make sure that your heart is invested, especially since you are a water element. It's really important to you that you feel satisfied and fulfilled in your career, as well as, of course, having money coming on in, because money is important. Money, you know, pays the bills. It gives us a level of security, but I feel you're really checking in with whether you are, you know, adding value to your life and to your working environment as well. I mean, all your cards, they scream success, okay? And not everybody has those cards in their reading for the next 6 weeks. We have lilies, which tends to be all about creativity. And some of you recently, you may have been feeling it's been a hard battle. You may have been struggling with something. And they're actually showing me in the water right now a unicycle. Let me just check in with that energy. I mean, this is very unique. So either, I can't imagine anyone uses a unicycle for work, but you may do. But it may be something that you'll see in the next couple of weeks, which indicates that there is something that you've been doing for a long time. It's been a very long process. It's going to have a turnaround. There's a little bit of a lucky break going on for you, and you're going to get some awesome news regarding it that puts you in a really great position. People will notice you, appreciate your skills. There is a recognition and good news and success. So look out for a unicycle. You could see it on a documentary, see it someone riding one down the street. Some of you may even just decided you want to learn how to use one. So please take it as it resonates. These images, they may mean nothing to you in this moment, but then all of a sudden, after about 6 weeks, everything starts to slot into place, and it means you're moving in the right direction. They're giving me an energy of unicycles. Prompt success is what they're giving me. Prompt success. Also, they give me an energy of you realizing that you have certain goals and you will achieve them. And whilst it's harder to ride like a unicycle over a bicycle, for example, I feel like you've got a unique set of skills that sets you apart from other people, that puts you in a really good position, and that you are on track. Some of you may be feeling that you have to shift something in your career or make some sort of adjustments in order to create that level of balance so that you feel happy in your work, especially if you've got a repetitive routine or a certain schedule that just seems like you're on autopilot. But look out for that image. I feel like the main energy I'm getting is prompt success for you, okay? Now, we do have older person, long process, heritage, experienced, maturity, wisdom, okay? So you may have had some experienced delays recently, but that's all going to shift for you in the next 6 weeks. Lily indicates that, especially since it's in the resistance position, it's like you got it in the reverse. I feel things start to speed up for you, and if you've been feeling a little bit unmotivated or lack of energy recently, or even a lack of inspiration, I feel that will return to you, and there's lots of ideas coming to you, lots of creative solutions to any problems that you have in your career. And I see something you've been waiting for showing up for you, okay? Something that perhaps you even felt was not going to work or hasn't been working, it suddenly starts to work for you. Any difficulty, any impediment, I feel any restriction is released for you in the next 6 weeks. We do have the Ten of Wands. It's in the reverse position. So I feel some of you are contemplating a new start, okay, and feeling like it's time to move on because you feel burnt out in a situation and you want to branch out, or you may feel like you've hit that level of, like a glass ceiling in your career, and you want to move forward. You want to expand on your skills and capitalize on that. Even if you're an entrepreneur, I really feel, you work really hard because your business is your life. But at the same time, I feel it's important that you need to get some rest from time to time because, we start to feel burnt out when we're doing the same old thing. Even if we like what we do, okay, it's important to have richness in life of all different experiences. And with the Ten of Wands, some of you may be like setting up a new idea within your business or branching out in some way where it is spontaneous, exciting, and new. But I really get a sense here of some of you, if you've been feeling a lack of mojo or a lack of lust for your career, even if you love what you do, but you're just feeling a little bit like, we're at the peak of the year, which tends to be like that midway point. It's almost like a happy hump point where everyone feels like, and it tends to be, it's no accident that it tends to be the time of year that the majority of people think to take a vacation, because it is that recharge point of the year. With the Creatrix, this is the Magician card. So some of you may have been feeling a little bit either powerless in a situation to change your circumstances recently, but I feel like you actually have all the tools you need necessary to reach your full potential. Some of you may have been feeling that you couldn't find any original ideas recently, or you've just been lack of focus. Even though you've been working really hard, you may have felt very scattered, that there's lots to do, so you just feel like you're spreading yourself thin. But I do feel that you will take charge of your circumstances, and more focus comes to you in the next couple of weeks. You're very precise, you're very talented, you're very gifted, and you're actually in a really important position of power because of your talent. It's just that sometimes you may feel that you're unappreciated or unnoticed, but by the end of the month or into August is what I see, you're actually going to be noticed and appreciated for what you do. I feel like you're going to be recognized for your talents, your skills, and there's some really good news that sets you apart and sets you up. Whatever this is, I feel like something that you've been manifesting, or something that you've been like mixing all the ingredients to come together to formulate a plan. Things are bubbling up for you, and I feel like it's quite exciting. Things are starting to form for you, and I feel with the Magician card that you're going to be a little bit more focused and organized in the next 6 weeks, and you're going to start to see things, you know, show up for you, especially this news, whatever this news is. It will surprise you, even though you've been working really hard towards it. I feel it's still a surprise because there's part of you that felt, is it ever going to show up? Okay, it's going to be different for everybody, but we've got Clover here, which is the equivalent of the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel any bold moves in your career after a period of analysis or strategy, I feel is going to work out for you. It's going to pay off for you. It says here, luck, fortune, success, surprise, win, opportunity, second chances, and unexpected. So I definitely get a chance, an energy. It's like you may meet someone by chance, or there's an opportunity that just lands in your email box, or it could even be someone who you work with or used to work with. I'm picking up it's someone that you used to work with may give you like a piece of information, because they're actually showing me the word intelligence. So either this is because of your intelligence that they want you on their team, or there's an opportunity coming through that is connected to the way your mind works, or it could be that intelligence as in, you know, intelligence comes to you. I mean, whenever I think of someone giving intelligence, I think, you know, working for like the armed forces or things like that. So it could be that you're thinking about going into that, or you work in that. But I feel more than anything, it's about information coming to you that will benefit you long term. Also, for those of you who are currently looking for a job, you feel that perhaps you don't have anything right now, or you lost your job before you came to this reading, there is an opportunity that will take you by surprise. It's something that perhaps you've been waiting for a long time. It gives you a little bit more of a creative freedom in your career to really establish yourself. But I feel like you go up. It's almost like you start in managerial level. Even if before you have not had a managerial role, I feel like you really step into a role that is of high rank and high money, okay? And you are good enough to take that role. And I feel like it's like a dream opportunity for you as well. Now, we do have the Two of Wands, which is really about mapping your progress, trusting that actually you are making progress, and that something that you've been envisaging that is new in your career, it's actually going to show up for you in the perfect situation, and you're aligning yourself with the universe to bring you what you need. The Two of Wands also can indicate that some of you have to make a choice regarding what inspires you, and I feel like there's a period of self-reflection here. But also, I feel like you're really looking at what works in your career and what really doesn't. And you're cutting out anything that perhaps doesn't work, or wastes your time, or makes you feel scattered, or even if there's an easier way of doing something, I feel like your approach is different this month. The Two of Wands also indicates a yearning for a break. Okay, is what I see here. Some of you may be feeling very ambitious, but also restless, because you feel that your plans are in motion, but you have certain expectations where you're like, I should have been at this point by now. And remember, what is meant for you will never pass you by. You're exactly in the place that you're meant to be in right now. You're on the right track. The Two of Wands can also connect to risk, okay? So again, I feel like there's some bold moves that you're making, or that you've been planning to make, because you've been feeling restless in your circumstances right now. And I feel it will aid you in the long run. Use your intuition. I feel like you're in charge of your destiny. And with the Seven of Wands, it tells me that you're capable of going the distance because of your sustained effort and your passion. It is your power. I really feel you're inspired at the end of the month as you move into August, and you're making things happen. Okay, life is happening on your terms, and I feel like you're happening to life, or happening to your career, rather than allowing things to happen to you. I feel like you're taking charge in some way. And with the Seven of Wands energy, I really feel that there's an energy here of fight or flight. So I feel maybe you feel a little bit nervous about this move, but I see it being very successful for you. I mean, the end position, this is your outcome position, and you've got all wands, which means you're passionate, you're driven, you're ambitious, and you're taking things to the next level. The Six of Wands tells me that you will be victorious. There is either an award or some sort of recognition occurring in your career. It could be for a project that you did, or it could be that you're stepping into a new role where people appreciate your skills and gifts. For some of you, if you're a performer, and, you know, there's a high level of luck and risk that's present in your career, and you're looking to be famous, for example, I do see that there is somebody who is mature, they're older, much older than you, and they have a lot of experience in the business. And I feel like this person, they want to offer you a contract, or they will reach out to give you some sort of opportunity that can launch your career even further, okay? And I feel that energy across the board, not just if you're a performer. I feel that there is either a client or some sort of collaboration that will be offered to you where you can take things to the next level in your career and be wildly successful is what I see here, okay? Now, in terms of a little bit more like down-to-earth energy, I feel like you're setting a lot of tasks for yourself. I feel like you are challenging yourself, and I feel you're going to reach your goals. You're tying up loose ends in projects, starting new projects. If there's been a very difficult project that you've been navigating or in charge of recently, I feel things could be coming to a nice conclusion where there is a sweet reward at the end of it as well. I would also be mindful about who you tell your ideas to, because I do feel that whilst people support your success, I do feel there's one person who's a little bit disgruntled because they wish it was their success. Now, they may not be capable of putting the effort in that you are, but there's just an energy here of like people like not completely celebrating your win. Okay, is what I see here, and it could be competition. So, for example, if there's a role that is offered at work and other people go up for that role and you get that role, whilst, you know, they may be like, okay, it's great, congratulations, you won, at the same time, they wish it was them, and it may just put their noses out of joint briefly. So I would just watch out for that, because sometimes when we're elevating in our careers, it starts to get really lonely at the top because people start to set themselves apart. And it's okay because they're not capable of going the distance in their career that you are, but don't allow it to derail you or drain your energy. I feel like you're not really wasting time thinking about it, but there may be a different energy with these people moving forward. So I just want you to be aware of that. I do see that things are going to pick up pace as you move into August, even though August tends to be a month where things start to slow down a little bit more. But I do feel things will actually pick up pace for you, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, God, and Angels. I feel like just before we hit August, this really good news comes in for you, okay? Look out for the unicycle. They really want you to be aware of that. Also, there may be some sort of competition at your working environment. And I'm seeing as well it could be like a summer party or something, or even an event that you get invited to, like networking. Whether you're an entrepreneur or not, I definitely see that there's someone there who has the potential to really help you in your career. So I see it as worth going to, okay? If you've been yearning for something new in your career, or you're an entrepreneur, or you're trying to set up your entrepreneurial ship, I feel you'll really benefit from going to either a networking event or to some sort of conference where you learn something for you. I feel there's someone there that you can connect to who will, it's almost like building your soul tribe. I feel it's not you networking per se, because sometimes that word networking feels a little bit icky, but I feel it's more about you being in the right place with the right people and thriving with those people, because there's an element of people inspiring each other. Okay, so just watch out for that. I mean, I do feel like you win some sort of notable mention or prize or like opportunity, award, maybe even a certificate if you're studying for something and it's a bold move in your career to add new strings to your bow. I definitely see it benefiting you long term. Now, finally, we have gift. Okay, and it says here, giving and receiving, sudden windfall, generosity, financial support, work surprise, and vacation. We definitely picked up on that energy. I feel like there's a surprise opportunity. Whenever you get the Clover card along with the Risk card, this tends to mean that fate is intervening to bring you prosperity. It comes out of the blue. So I do feel like there's a sudden opportunity for you that you will capitalize on, and it will benefit you long term. It's a gift opportunity from the universe, but also you worked really hard for this. That King of Pentacles tells me that you are a super hard worker. You're all into everything that you do. Also, we've got the Buddha, which is your life purpose, more than money, spiritual wealth, counselor, being guided, divine path. So that's what you're thinking, really, the bigger picture, because that 12th house is influencing you, about you being on your true calling path and making sure that your working environment is rewarding spiritually, emotionally, and gives you a sense of fulfillment rather than just being all about the money. But, 9 times out of 10, if you go for an interview and someone says, why do you want this job? If everyone was honest, you'd say, look, I just need to pay my bills and I just want the money, okay? I want to be able to finance my family and myself and have a secure future and put some money into a pension for when I get old. I mean, if we're all really honest, those are the things that we really need, and anything else is a bonus. So I feel right now you're thinking about the bonus, as in, can I enjoy what I do? Can I set something up? Some of you may be even thinking about doing something that you love, that is your true calling, and it may even be like a second stream of income, or you trying to balance between the two, because the Two of Wands is all about planning stages or expecting to set something up that has a level of duality, and you may not know how it's going to go. You may feel it's risky, but if we don't try anything new, then we'll never know. So I feel you're setting yourself up for a really great opportunity, and your future self will be proud of you, and it will bring you a sense of accomplishment and peace. Now we've also got, don't fear the blank canvas. Use it to turn your life into a masterpiece. I love that. And I feel some of you with that 10 of Wands there, it's like you're on the brink, you're on the precipice of something new. You've got something cooking up and you don't really know how it's going to go. But if you take that leap of faith, you'll realize that it becomes more successful than you ever imagined, okay? So I always say, don't fear to start again, or even experience new opportunities, because they'll lead you down different paths that you're always meant to be on, but you have different experiences that are more rewarding. You meet new people. So it's really important to feel that sense of being guided to new experiences in your career, or even new ways of doing things, because even one small change can change everything for the positive. We've also got take chances. You'll realize how perfect something will turn out. I mean, you could have got any card and you're getting, even in a different deck, you're getting the same message. So I feel there's a bold move happening for you that you've been cooking up for quite some time, and it's going to pay off, okay? We've also got, you are currently under construction. Please be patient. So whatever it is that you're trying to turn around or change in your career in some way, it's going to be very rewarding, but at the same time, it takes time. And I definitely feel that your August is going to pick up a little bit more in pace, but the July energy, I feel there is some really great news for you, where you're going to be curious about all the potential that could come from it. I feel like your visions are starting to come to light, and I do feel that it's generally a slow process, but you'll be able to see physical evidence of your hard work paying off, and prosperity in its purest form coming into the physical world for you. You've been manifesting this, okay? So I'm just going to go and get a rune before we close. Okay, so we have the home rune, which is all about property, stability. Some of you may even think about working from home, setting up your own stream of income, or you do that already. But ultimately, this rune connects to the mountain. Now, I know a lot of people, I think it's because it's over the microphone. I'm actually saying rune as in R-U-N-E, but it sometimes sounds like I'm saying ruin, but I'm not, okay? So I just want you to be aware of that. It's just come through there briefly, but this rune actually connects to the mountain, okay? And it's about being at the top of the mountain, that you're climbing higher and higher than ever before. But sometimes it is lonely at the top, but it does indicate that you are going to be stable in your position. And I feel some of you, you may even buy a new property, or you will save for a property. Some of you may even relocate, or you may actually be going into real estate long term, or that's your plan long term, but you're making steps towards it. You're saving to be able to do that long term so that you have passive income coming in. Okay. Now, also, we do have we have the horse rune, which is really about making progress, but you've got it in the reverse here, which indicates that there are some sudden changes, okay? And I feel that it has been a long journey, but there is a sudden change that will lead you to make progress a lot quicker than you expected. It's almost like, I don't know, it's like, yeah, I keep feeling like you're staircasing or you're missing some stepping stones, and you step right into like a leadership position or into a higher position than you expected quite quickly. And financially, it brings a lot of reward. I do see a lot of success here, and I'm excited for the trajectory that you're actually on in your career. So I will leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Pisces. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Pisces, and love and light.